When Apple launched the iPhone Air, the first thing that caught everyone's attention was just how different it looked and felt. Ultra thin, light, futuristic. It wasn't trying to be just another iPhone, which we're fed up with. It was trying to redefine what a smartphone could be. And while I already made a whole video breaking down everything that's wrong with the iPhone Air, today we're flipping the script in this one. In this video, we're going to talk about everything that's right with the iPhone Air, the things Apple absolutely nailed, and why some people think this could be the future of smartphones. But before we get started, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, because I bring you honest takes on tech, lifestyle, and finance. So if you want the real deal, this is where you'll find it. So let's kick things off with the most obvious, the design. The iPhone Air is shockingly thin and light, and it genuinely feels like holding a piece of the future. At just 5.6 millimeters thick, it's slimmer than almost every other flagship smartphone out there, and yet it doesn't feel flimsy. Apple managed to make it sturdy with aerospace grade aluminum and ceramic shield glass. In your hand, it feels sleek, premium, and surprisingly comfortable to use for long periods of time, especially if you're used to heavier Pro models like myself. Next up is the display. Apple gave the iPhone Air a 6.1-inch OLED with ProMotion 120Hz refresh rate, and honestly, it's gorgeous. Colors pop, animations are buttery smooth, and scrolling feels effortless. In day-to-day use, whether you're browsing Instagram, streaming Netflix, or gaming on the phone, I think the display holds up beautifully. Even though the Pro models technically have higher brightness levels, most users won't notice the difference indoors. For a phone this thin, Apple didn't cut corners here. Now let's talk about performance. Yes, the Air has a slightly tuned down version of the A19 Pro chip, but let's not downplay it. This is still one of the fastest chips in any smartphone on the planet. Everyday tasks are lightning fast. I had no trouble with the phone. Apps open instantly, multitasking is smooth, and gaming is still excellent. Unless you're pushing the phone to extremes like long 4K video exports or extended gaming marathons, I think you'll barely notice any difference compared to the Pro models. One of the smartest design choices Apple made with the Air is the camera sensor. While it only has a single rear lens, it's a 48 megapixel sensor that's incredibly capable. I fell in love with the colors. You still get Apple's top tier computational photography, smart HDR, deep fusion, and excellent portrait mode results, but for the average person who takes photos for social media, family albums, or travel, I think this one camera is literally more than enough. And it's simpler, so you don't have fiddling between lenses or dealing with inconsistent quality. The front camera is also innovative with its square sensor, which gives you more flexibility when shooting in both portrait and landscape. Now, I think another win for the iPhone Air is iOS optimization. Apple made sure that the software takes full advantage of the thinner design and lighter weight. The animations, the battery management, and even the way apps scale on the display all feel tuned to perfection. I didn't feel any lagging or any hiccups. That's something Apple consistently does well throughout their product lineup, and the Air is no exception. Speaking of battery, yes, it's smaller than the Pro, but here's the thing. Again, for casual to moderate users, it actually holds up decently. Apple's power efficiency with the A19 chip and the iOS 26 is impressive. If you're not gaming or watching videos for hours straight on, the iPhone Air still gives you a reliable, almost full day of use. And when you do need to charge, MagSafe and fast charging gets you topped up really quickly. Now let's not forget about the weight and portability. At just 135 grams, the iPhone Air is lighter than almost any modern flagship. That makes it super easy to carry in your pocket, slip into a bag, or even use one-handed without fatigue. For people who don't like bulky phones, I think this is a dream. And I couldn't believe I'm holding such a thin, light phone in my hands. Another subtle win is future vision. The iPhone Air isn't just about specs, it's about Apple testing where smartphones are going. A thinner, lighter device that still manages flagship level performance and a premium feel altogether. It's aspirational, and while it may not be for power users, it points to a future where phones are less like bricks and more like sleek extensions of ourselves. So what's the verdict here? The iPhone Air is not perfect, and if you missed it, I broke down all of its flaws in my other video, which you can find in the link up here. But what Apple got right is impressive. A stunning design, featherlight build, beautiful 120Hz display, blazing fast performance, a surprisingly capable 48 megapixel camera, and the unmatched polish of iOS. It's not built for everyone, but for those who value portability, simplicity, and just sleek design, I think it absolutely delivers. Now, here's my personal take. If you're the kind of person who values design and ease of use over having every single feature crammed into a device, the iPhone Air is for you. I can see a lot of people, especially those who balance work, social life, and travel, loving this phone simply because it's practical, stylish, and just easy to live with. And just a quick disclaimer, obviously, this video is not sponsored and no money changed hands. All of this is just my personal opinion, and I advise you to make sure you know all the details about the stuff you buy. That's it for today's video on everything that's right with the iPhone Air. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as always. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.